This is Dumock the Artist coming at you once again from my hidden bunker deep within the bowels of the city. And today I'm going to be doing the first of a series that I'm going to call Artist's Alley, where essentially I'm going to be talking about comics, webcomics, and the like. I'm going to be talking to shop, I'm going to be talking about the business a little bit. But this particular video is about what to do when you get stuck. Now, the reason I made this is because one of my favorite artists posted on their Twitter a while ago that they've been having problems being stuck, feeling uninspired, and they kind of were wondering as to what to do about it. So I'm making this video specifically for this artist. You'll know who you are. And hopefully some of my advice will register. Some of my advice will make sense. And, maybe I can offer a little bit of assistance. Now, really quick, one of the things you want to keep in mind is that when you get stuck, the temptation is going to be to kind of power through it. Sometimes this works, especially if you're working from a script. It doesn't really involve a whole lot of thought. It doesn't involve a whole lot of imagination. You just draw what you're told to. Now, if you can't power through it, like if you tend to draw, like you tend to do your comics as you draw them, my suggestion is, number one, take a break. Go outside, do something, smoke a cigarette, go to get a cup of coffee, get something to eat, go chat with your friends, etc. Another thing that I would suggest that you do, maybe not necessarily going to, maybe go to a park or something, take your sketch pad, and just sketch various people that you see. This does a couple of things. One, you're not necessarily focusing on the characters that you're drawing, but you're looking at things from real life and you're studying them, and you're studying the faces and the lines, etc. Another thing you might want to do is go to a museum. Look at some artwork. You can Google some references as well. Study some of the artworks, especially by the great masters like Leonardo. You can look at stuff by, maybe comic book art, if there's a museum that has that. Read a bunch of comics. That's another thing you could try to do. This will kind of like help you see how other people do, especially if you struggle with a specific area. You can find artists that really excel in, let's say, anatomy, that really know their stuff anatomically, and they're just, and you can just see how they draw their artwork. Another thing you could try to do is try to find a live stream and just sit down and watch. Watch how they draw, watch how they do things. Try to, see how their style will differ than yours, and see kind of like some of the good things that they do, and also look out for some of their mistakes. A lot of artists tend to be very chatty. If not chatty, then they're at least, willing to listen to what you have to say. Of course, you get the occasional jerk, but that's neither here nor there. If you get a jerk, then just move on to the next live stream. But there are some artists that are really good about offering advice, maybe even offering some criticism or critique of your work, and just try to study from different people. It's not always trying to figure things out on your own. A lot of times you need help. Another thing that you could try to do is attend, if there are any artists gatherings in your area, attend those and start asking questions. You'll think that you're being annoying, but you're just trying to learn and figure out what you're doing. Also, if you can afford it, take some classes. That's very helpful. Now, if you were talking about something to do in the immediate amount of time you have, or if you have a limited amount of time and resources, read some comics. Do that. Read some how-to books that you can find that are available, and you can pretty much, study and learn from there, and even copy what you see in some books. Now, the temptation, if you're going to try and copy artwork from other sources, is to try and become that style. Try to make your style exactly the same as theirs. again, if you do that, you tend to copy their mistakes. You tend to make the same mistakes they do, and that's not necessarily a good thing. But just some thoughts that I wanted to share with you, and perhaps that'll help, perhaps that won't. But if all else fails, if you have some artists in your contact list, talk to them. See if they're willing to do a Skype with you. My Skype is available. It's open. Even if it's just to shoot the breeze and to chat and to just talk about something else altogether. Another thing you could try to do is go do something different. Try to stop drawing for a little bit, go outside, do something different, take your mind off it, and then later on come back with a fresh perspective and a fresh face on it. And hopefully that will enable you to go further. Anyway, this is Dumark the Artist signing off. Slanchini Falcha. Have a nice day, and I will talk to you all later.